was in complete shock. I could not believe that they convicted us. I still can't, talking about this, it's bringing everything back. And it's still difficult to accept that we lost, nearly 20 years of our lives for a crime that was never committed.
Just happy to be home.
It was very, very, very emotional. I met my grandbaby for the first time. I was able to hug my family outside of a prison or a jail, and it's indescribable.
Accused and convicted of rape in 1997 and 1998, the San Antonio Four still can't quite comprehend what happened. Their case began in the summer of '94, when Elizabeth Ramirez's nieces, ages 7 and 9, came to stay with Liz and her friends at Ramirez's home in San Antonio.
Well, it was just a typical week, just what families do. We did things, we went out to the park.
Prosecutors painted a different story. In this court document obtained by CNN, the little girls claimed they were raped during a drug-fueled satanical rage with a gun pointed at their heads. They said the 4 women held them down, inserting objects, sexually assaulting them.
Were there fun and games happening and they took those innocent fun games and made them into something else?
Absolutely not.
All 4 women testified in their own defense.
To sit there and have to defend yourself against something like that, knowing that it's such a horrible crime and people are looking at you like, you're awful.
You sat there as your nieces testified against you?
Mm-hmm.
What was that like?
And I was like, where did they get that from?
Their attorney, Mike Ware, says this was a classic miscarriage of justice brought about by a panic over the women's lifestyle and a rush to judgment.
I think really the only reason that the investigation was seriously pursued, why there wasn't more skepticism about the preposterous allegations in the first place, was because these 4 women had recently come out as gay.
But prosecutors said their lifestyle was a motive, and the science backed it up. At trial, pediatrician Dr. Nancy Kellogg testified that internal scars were caused by physical trauma. It was critical testimony. Former Bexar County District Attorney Susan Reed later admitted the medical science presented at trial was wrong.
It was believed at that time that that was evidence of scarring from a tear and that it would have been indicative of a sexual assault. There has been further studying of those kind of photographs, which has led to information that it can occur naturally.
Additionally, one of the girls came forward in 2012 to say she lied at the trial. An advocate for the San Antonio Four got that call.
She came on the phone and she said, "My name is Stephanie, and it didn't happen. I have no memory of it ever happening. I've gone through my mind for years, and all I remember is having had a good time when I was over at my Aunt Liz's."
Now, with the trial court recommending the verdicts be overturned and with prosecutors reportedly saying they don't foresee retrying the cases, the women are asking a Texas court for one last thing.
I believe that we deserve to be known as innocent. It was a terrible injustice. And we're not going to give up until we are found innocent. We're going to keep fighting.